Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadows Within on the Shadowed City Podcast. I am your host, Larry. I hope everybody is having a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. And we are going to go over a few shows today. RCW house shows, fun shows as we call them. RCW fun shows that passed. And the upcoming RCW Burning Reckoning show. And we are going to go over some shows that passed, like IZW Crossfire, ASW, and All-Star Pro. And I think it's only fitting that we get started with All-Star Pro. Now, with All-Star Pro, they had a Continental Crown Pal Driver bracket. It was an incredible show. If you missed it, I strongly suggest go check it out. And stay tuned for the next All-Star Pro show. Now, it was Alex Knight versus Daryl Shark in round 1, with Alex Knight advancing to round 2. Ronan Reaper versus Sean Smith, with Sean Smith advancing to round 2. Adam Matthews versus Jimmy Kane, with Jimmy Kane advancing to round 2. Travell Daniel versus Big Lou, with Big Lou losing and Travell Daniel going on to round 2. Alex Knight versus Sean Smith, round 2, with Alex Knight making it to the finals. And also in round 2, Jimmy Kane versus Travell Daniel, with Travell Daniel going on to the finals. Travell Daniel versus Alex Knight in the finals, with Travell Daniel walking out victorious. And for ASW Riot, ASW Rampage, David Oni the Assassin versus the Savage John Robb, with John Robb walking away victorious. Dynamite Daisy versus Lady Scarlet, with Dynamite Daisy walking out victorious. Triple Threat 2 out of 3 falls. RJ versus Max Killian versus Corey Bishop, with Corey Bishop walking out victorious. HBIC Nisha versus Sylvia Knight, with Sylvia Knight walking out victorious. Dimebag Dan versus the Villain Todd Wilson, with the Villain walking out victorious. Tyler Jones versus Travis Turner, with Travis Turner walking out victorious. Next up was a Fatal 4-Way. Maud Majors versus Miss D versus Red October versus the Baker, with Miss D Misdemeanor walking out victorious. Hell in a Cell, Damian Briggs versus Roddy Reed. ASW Riot, ASW Chaos now. Jackson Wright took on Killian Bain to kick off the show, with Killian Bain walking out victorious. Bunny Black versus Emily Wright, with Bunny Black walking out victorious. Big Lou versus Cause, with Big Lou walking out victorious. Han Tayumi versus Jay Jin, with Jay Jin walking out victorious. No Man's Land, which is their version of an underground, the Monarch Shockwave versus Tyson Storm, which ended in a draw. So I hope the next time we get a clear winner, because that was a hell of a matchup. The whole entire night was great. All these matches and shows are incredible. Go check them out if you haven't. Tornado 6-man tag, Club Elite versus the Asylum, with the Asylum walking out victorious. Now, that was the main event for that. Now we will move on to IZW Crossfire. It was a Fatal 4-Way to kick us off as LaShawn S. took on Sylvia Knight versus Akira Frost in a Fatal 4-Way, with Sylvia Knight walking out victorious. Aaron James took on Johnny Superkicks, with Aaron James walking out victorious. Underground, also known as the Death Pit, Nikita Sakamoto took on Taylor Griffin, with Nikita Sakamoto walking out victorious. A fatal four-way for the tag team championships to crown the new champions after the other champions left with unknown answers. KD and the Combat Genius versus Reese the Destroyer and Damian Graves versus the Venom Club CJ Frost and Harnage Legba versus the Wolf Pack John Robb and AJ Woods, with the Wolf Pack becoming the new tag team champions of IZW for the men's side of things. Next up was a triple threat between Becca Edwards, Bayley Cruz, and Rose Wilson, with Bayley Cruz walking out victorious. 2 out of 3 Craig Mack versus Aiden Williams, with Aiden Williams walking out victorious. 2 out of 3 tables, Jay Jin, the Ghost, took on Busta Anderson, with Jay Jin walking out victorious. In a no-escape cage match, Insidious versus Jack Graves, with Insidious walking out victorious. Ten Superstar Gauntlet Eliminator, Big T, Charles Blood, Akane, Nim, Quinn J. Stone, Rob Anderson, JoJo, Wiggy, Redmayne, and AJ Woods, with Redmayne picking up the victory. Now we are going to go over Monday Night Uprise, brought to you by Mr. Lewis West himself. Now, RCW Uprise, it started out with an Extreme Rules tornado, with a tornado tag, Extreme Rules. The Warriors, Zach and Zeke Warrior, took on the Blackhearts, David West and Ralph West, the Blackhearts, with the Blackhearts walking out victorious. Extreme Rules, Ruby Rose West and Sheba West took on the Berlin Walls, Emi Hayabusa and Evelyn Hayabusa, with Ruby West and Sheba West walking out victorious. Falls Count Anywhere, Leon Carter, member of the Wyatts, took on Fink, with the Leon walking out victorious. RCW Japan style tag, Barry White Johnson and Grace Goddess took on Ultimate Warrior and Donna B the Punisher, with Donna B and Ultimate Warrior walking out victorious. Now we are going over the RCW fun shows, as we like to call them. Funhouse shows. To kick us off for part 1, it was a 2 out of 3 submissions, no rules, Hulk Hogan and Uncle Russ's versus Lucius West, Damon Wayne, and Medea, which ended in a no contest. 2 out of 3 submissions, no rules, Hulk Hogan and Uncle Ruckus took on Lewis West, the Blackhearts, David West and Ralph West, with Lewis West and the Blackhearts walking out victorious. No Holds Barred, Pennywise the Clown versus Doink the Clown, with Pennywise the Clown walking out victorious. Last Man Standing, Freddy Krueger versus Jason Voorhees, with Jason Voorhees walking out victorious. And part 2, 2 out of 3 Falls Count Anywhere, Bob Ross versus Beetlejuice, with Beetlejuice walking out victorious. Last Man Standing, Beavis versus Butthead, with Butthead walking out victorious. In an underground matchup, Captain Underpants took on the Hurricane, Hero against Hero, with the Hurricane walking out victorious. No Holds Barred, 2 out of 3, Rick James took on Tyrone Biggums, with Rick James walking out victorious. And to cap off the night, it was an underground matchup between KD, King Dominator versus King Booker. Hope I did that right. And KD walked out victorious. And now, the upcoming show for Hellfire, Burning Reckoning. To kick us off, we will have the Nightmare Legion, Jack and Britt Graves, versus Nikki Cross and Rowan of the Wyatts in a Tornado Tag Extreme Rules. Next up, there will be 3 qualifying matches for the upcoming pay-per-view in due time to determine who will face Big T in a fatal 4-way for his Def Championship. It will be between Paul Carter versus Rob Van Dam. Mr. Monday Night, Mr. Tuesday Night, Mr. Wednesday Night, Mr. Thursday Night, Mr. Friday Night, Mr. Saturday Night, Mr. Sunday Night, Mr. ECW, Mr. Pay-Per-View in a death match. The second death match, Jason Voorhees will take on Michael Myers. And the third and final death match, Leon Carter of the Wyatts will take on the Dog, Rob Anderson. We will have a cage pins only intergender matchup, as Reagan Anderson will take on Gage Payton. Both of them won their respective tournaments to earn a shot at the titles in the future at the pay-per-view. Welcome, Mr. Daryl Williams, a man that just became SPW World Tag Team Champion with his partner Big Bad Baby Daddy, as Hustle and Hostility, I believe the name is now. Good, congrats to you, sir. And we will get to SPW in a minute. Angelina West versus Angel Bryant, champion versus champion in an underground matchup. Main event will be a champion versus champion. Big T, the Def Champion, versus the Hellfire Champion Nightmare Briggs in a first blood matchup. Now that's going to be epic. And yesterday was SPW. And it was incredible. And it was SPW Mitchie Blaze Presents. This show is canceled. We will be doing an Anarchy Archive. Stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. And there is an SPW show today. Stay tuned for that. That should be epic. There should be 2 more shows on this Japan tour after that. There's a total of 4, and it's going to be incredible. And also, Breaking Kayfabe returns with the 11th person being Mr. Colin Barker. If you have never heard of Colin Barker, he does work up there in the UK scene, Scotland, Ireland, stuff like that. He has worked with Dropkick Championship Wrestling, Imperial Wrestling Federation, and many other places. Yes, sir. And I am very honored to be interviewing him next Tuesday. He is the owner and promoter, commentator, announcer, and he has also been known to manage at DCW, where he currently operates, and he has managed other places, commentated for other places, and has GM'd other places. The man is incredible, and it's such an honor to have him on for Breaking Kayfabe next Tuesday. Also, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for upcoming shows like the Tiger's Pit on November 29th and November 30th, IZW Slaughterfest on November 25th. Also, stay tuned for the eventual coming of Massacre at Midnight by RCW with the date yet to be announced. And I think it's only fitting we go over some pro wrestling shows, don't y'all think? Might as well. It's been a bit. Now we are going to move to the pro wrestling side of things, everybody. Here we go. Today is the 20th. DCW Dropkick Championship Wrestling will present DCW The Coronation 2, November 23rd. SWE Scottish Wrestling Entertainment Hell for Lycra Hangover, November 29th. PBW Premier British Wrestling will be live, November 28th. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Stay tuned for this matchup, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kazuki Okada in 2026, January 4th. To be clear, Premier British Wrestling will be live November 28th, 2025. Scottish Wrestling Entertainment, SWE, Hell for Lycra Hangover will be November 29th, 2025. Dropkick Championship Wrestling, The Coronation 2 will be November 23rd, 2025. Forever Pro Wrestling, Forever Pro Wrestling will present to you Accelerate. Accelerate. I think I said that right. Will be on November 21st, 2025. Chaos Wrestling will present Chaos Theory 2 on November 29th, 2025. Chaotic Wrestling has themselves quite a stacked holidays, I would say, and events coming for December. The Balance of Power, December 5th, 2025. Holiday Hijack, December 19th, 2025. Yeah. Wrestling Revolver will be live December 13th, 2025. Limitless Wrestling, Limitless Rumble, January 16th, 2026. And NYWC, New York Wrestling Connection, NYWC, Draw the Line, November 22nd, 2025. RPW, Ruthless Pro Wrestling, November 22nd, will be live 2025. Impulse Wrestling will be live April 4th, 2026. Viral Pro Wrestling has quite a schedule for 2026. This is their schedule for 2026. February 21st, April 18th, June 20th, August 8th, October 10th, and December 12th. IZW NHB No Holds Barred will be live November 22nd, 2025. GCW Game Changer Wrestling Green Mountains. Oh, wait, no, that passed. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. That one's on me. Bayou Independent Wrestling Demand Answers, November 22nd, 2025. XWW Extreme World Wrestling will present to you the Winter Bash on December 27th, 2025. Apple City Championship Wrestling will be live December 6th, 2025. ICW, Insane Championship Wrestling, Insane Fear and Loathing, XVII. I'm not sure what the Roman numerals are. I'm going to need to get into that more. December 7th, 2025. IWA Deep South Smoky Mountain Massacre. IWA Deep South Smoky Mountain Massacre. February 21st, 2026. SWA Shadow Wrestling Alliance Fork in the Road, November 22nd, 2025. Urban Combat Wrestling will be present to you Over the Top, November 22nd, 2025. OPW Odyssey Pro Wrestling will present Buried Treasure on December 13th, 2025. Discover Pro Wrestling Clyde Ironworks, November 30th, 2025. PCW Palmetto Championship Wrestling will be live November 22nd, 2025. TBW Time Bomb Pro Wrestling Holiday Hell, December 12th, 2025. Pro Wrestling Magic. If you missed their November 15th show, go check it out. AWA Africa Wrestling Alliance Coca-Cola Rumble, December 25th, 2025. Midwest Championship Wrestling will be live November 22nd, 2025. Flophouse Wrestling Slay My Name on December 20th, 2025. IWR Insane Wrestling Revolution Seasons Beatings will be December 27th, 2025. And that is what I have down for pro wrestling shows. I did go over the EFED stuff first, then I went over pro wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. like check those out, please go do so. Stay tuned for Breaking Kayfabe next Tuesday. Stay tuned for the upcoming episode of Anarchy Archives, where Logan is gone. We may find him a replacement host until he's out of Facebook jail again. But we will hopefully have 2 guests to join us. Stay tuned for that. I hope everybody has a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be, and peace out.